Yesterday saw the reveal trailer and blog post for The Sims 4 Horse Ranch expansion pack. Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to my Sims 4 news video. So I'm going to cover the trailer and the blog post and what my thoughts are on the information that we currently know. So The Sims tweeted, "Giddy up, Simmers. Get ready to work hard and play hard on your own stretch of land with the new Sims 4 Horse Ranch expansion pack, available July 20th. So as had already leaked, the world is based off of the iconic American West. It is actually called Chestnut Ridge, which was from the blog post. And the key features that were leaked in a Sims community article from Tuesday were the same as what was announced on the EA's page where you can buy it. It is available for pre-order. There are no advantages to pre-ordering as usual. If you do pre-order from EA app, particularly from EA directly, make sure that the funds are available later. They don't take the funds until like in the week or less from the release. And it is a Thursday that it's releasing on, so I am kind of inclined to think that this is going to release at 10 a.m. Pacific, but they haven't announced the actual time of the release. They've just announced the date of the release. There are some early order bonuses that were leaked too, and you need to buy them by August 31st to get. You have to buy the pack to get those pre-order or those early purchase bonuses. So as you can see from the trailer that's been running in the background, there are, the horses that obviously it's a horse ranch expansion pack, those mini sheep and goats. You can adopt, you can find them in the wild, or you can just add them and create a sim, and the horses will be part of your household, so they'll take up a slot. So they're getting kind of full, because if you have a family and you have like a cat or dog, because you have that pack, and you have a horse, or you have a couple horses, there's not a lot of room for sims, I have to say, not with that 8 sim limit, unlike in Sims 2 and Sims 3, where the pets, of course, horses weren't a thing in Sims 2, but they were in Sims 3, didn't count towards that. Well, they didn't count. They counted, but you had to raise the cap if you had pets. You could only have 8 Sims. So anyways, one thing there that's very interesting, you can see that that ghost came back to life. That's from the Nectar, which of course they also showed during the trailer, and that we knew from the leaked key features that are coming. And there are those 3 bonus items if you buy by August 31st. And again, it's out July 20th. So I'm going to just touch on a little bit on the blog post, which of course The Sims did a follow-up. Treat Suli partners, learn more about life in the picturesque world Chestnut Ridge of The Sims 4 Horse Ranch. There's your name. So this one essentially is sharing the fact that there's the mini goats, the mini sheep, and the horses. So here we go. Suli partner. Welcome to Chestnut Ridge, a rustic world inspired by wide open skies of the iconic American West. This picturesque world is perfect for waking up in the morning to look out at the big open countryside from the ranch of your dreams, whether that be a traditional cabin or a modern farmhouse. So I'm wondering if ranch is a new lot type, and if it is, how it would differ from a regular residential lot, or if they're just calling it a ranch, but it's a residential lot. So there's that. Then it goes on to say, get the whole family involved. And by the whole family, we mean horses too. Sims will now welcome horses into their families and care for every aspect of their lives. Each animal will provide a unique contribution to the ranch, even if it's just to be adorable. Sims will work hard and play harder, experience all aspects of a working ranch. Sims can experience mucking a horse bed, lending a hand on the ranch, and more. From keeping all of your animals happy and clean to harvesting prairie grass for the animal feeder, Sims can delight in knowing that all their hard work is worth it. When the work builds up, Sims can hire a ranch hand to help. Well, that's kind of nice, because I know with cottage living, it's a lot of work to look after the animals, so it'll be good to be able to get a ranch hand to help do at least the tasks with this. It would have been nice if you could have got a farmhand for cottage living to look after the animals. And I don't expect that that would be a cross-pack thing where you could hire a ranch hand on your farm with cottage living. But anyways, then they go on to say, for your Sims that like to DIY, they can craft their own nectar by stomping a variety of fruit or potatoes or even trash. The bottled nectar can be consumed in multiple servings and it will have different effects. As we saw one of them brings Sims back to life. I'm very curious about that one. Sims can age it in nectar racks for more simoleons. So I hope they really get the money side down with this so that you can make money from this, unlike some things. Juice fizzing, you can make a decent amount of simoleons off of, but I found that like the candle making, you don't with the Eco Lifestyle pack, and the reserves aren't a moneymaker with the cottage living pack. So sometimes they get it right and sometimes they don't. Hopefully they get this one right. Then it goes on to say, bond with animals. Sims can fill their ranch with animal friends to carve out a life together. Their horses, including adorable foals, are part of a Sims household and have a lot of special interactions with both Sims and other horses. Sims can shear the mini sheep and milk the mini goats for simoleons, eventually inviting locals to come and see how adorable they are. So essentially we're getting milk and wool, the same as we get with the cottage living animals, except for that instead of the big animals, it's the small animals to get it from. I'm very curious how this is going to coordinate with the cottage living pack. To be honest, they usually do an okay job. In some cases, they do a really good job of coordinating across the packs, and other ones they kind of don't. But hopefully, this is one where they do a good job because it's like the very obvious question to me, at least. I'm sure to many. Now, the fact that the horses and foals have lots of special interactions with both Sims and other horses is still making me like, are they going to be controllable unlike cats and dogs? Or is that just something that they're going to autonomously have to do? I don't know. We really honestly didn't get that much information from the trailer to my mind. But then I did see some of the comments on the trailer, and some of the people there who probably know more about horses than I do seem to think they did a good job with the gait, and also like the sim learning to ride, where they weren't very good at the beginning and they sort of progressed, that they thought that was pretty decently done. So let me know if you're a horse person what you thought about that, because like I said, it looked like they did a good job, but I would not be able to judge because I'm not a horse person anyways. Then join a thriving community. While living on a ranch has its moments of peace and solitude, Sims can saddle up and ride their horse into town to check out the lively social scene. Your Sims can meet friends at the bar, blow off steam at the dance hall, or train at the equestrian park. Sims can even host or attend a ranch gathering with a cookout and dancing, or a ranch animal day where they can interact with the animals. So I'm thinking the ranch gathering is a social event. I was thinking there was a cookout as a social event, but it seems like maybe the ranch gathering is a social event. That was from the leaked features. The ranch animal day, I'm wondering if that's like the festival, or the fair in cottage living, if it would be similar to that, and hopefully if it is, it's not on a Saturday. Hopefully it's on a Sunday so that you can do both. But anyways, or maybe it's just a random day. Who knows? So it looks like we have a bar and a dance hall. And then the equestrian park is that, I'm guessing that lot that I had seen thematically tweet was like a community, like sort of in the open space and not editable, that you can just in the neighborhood, I mean. So that may not be a lot type. I don't know. Hopefully they'll tell us soon when they're going to be doing the live stream. I took a look at when the live stream for the Growing Together pack came out, and it came out like the live stream was about 2 weeks before the pack came out. It, of course, also covered infants in that case, because it wasn't just the pack coming out. It was the infant update, which would have been 2 days before that. So it was about 10 days before the update, but 2 weeks or 13 days, I think it was, before the pack came out. But that actually puts it like the week of July 4th, which, of course, is a big holiday in the States. So I don't know whether they maybe will do it at the end of that week, because they'll be back at work, or if it'll be like closer to the launch and it'll be after. I can't imagine it would be before, but again, we don't know. So the next section is create, breed, and raise horses. So we can customize hoofed friends in Create a Sim, or get new horses by rescuing, breeding, or purchasing them. And the purchasing looks like what they showed in the trailer. You can choose from real world breeds, change the horse's head shape, mane, tail, feathers, body mass, coal length, and more. So I don't know if feathers is like a term that I'm not familiar with, or if that's like a fantasy thing that you can add feathers to them. Let me know if you're a horse person. So foals can be born on your ranch. So players can have their horses nuzzle under the stars to make the perfect little foal. So that's how they do it. A combination of both its parents, and they may even unlock a unique trait. So if you have a foal born, they might get a unique trait. So the joy of breeding and raising foals on your Sims ranch is one you won't want to miss. So that still brings me back to that whole household size limit. You need Sims to help look after your ranch. I'm sure one ranch hand's only going to do so much, and then you're going to have your animals and they're going to be breeding. So you're not going to have a lot of Sims. Anyways, but each horse has its own personality, and the foal will learn both from the family and the trainer. So there's 3 neighborhoods that they mention here in this new world. So downtown in New Appaloosa, you've got the Riders Glen, which is the ranches neighborhood, and then you've got the Galloping Gulch, the national park neighborhood, which features plenty of scenic trails through the large rock formations, as well as campfire spots and picnic areas, which is another thing I noticed, that they were roasting marshmallows, which previously was something you could only do with Outdoor Retreat, but then they had the little campers kit that came out and it unlocked that too. So, but the one thing that they don't show is roasting like the hot dogs. That is something that comes with the Outdoor Retreat, so I'm not sure. And your sim may come across Dread Horse Caverns, where the adventurous can enter and try their luck at exploring. And I'm wondering if that's going to be similar to the MapleSimmer cave, where you can go in and essentially it's a rabbit hole. And same with the cave that is in Snowy Escape. It just that it's like you got to go up the mountain excursion to get to that. And it could be frozen over. I think when I did it, like most of the time, it was frozen over, and I rarely my Sims got in to do any exploring. And it was also time because you had your timer that you're on the expedition. So this hopefully is just like more like the MapleSimmer cave, where you can just do it at your leisure. And I should be interesting. Even though it's a rabbit hole, I still enjoy the little adventures they write up. They're always so clever with their writing. And horses have 4 skills: temperament, agility, jumping, and endurance. Horses develop jumping skill by practicing on horse jumps. They develop agility by practicing on horse barrels. And all these skills apply to the competitions that take place at the Equestrian Center. Winning competitions results in simoleons, rewards such as plaques for your walls, and metal signs you can display on your big ranch sign. And they culminate in Ultimate Horse Championship. So there's a ranch sign for your ranch. So it kind of feels like it's going to be a lot type, but anyways. Now, the fact that they have the 4 skills, I'm not sure how you're going to track them if you can't control the horses, because is there going to be like you can at least click on them and see their UI and see that stuff. Anyways, just raises questions for me, and I'm curious to hear a little bit more about this. So with respect to the world and those neighborhoods, I did see a tweet from SimGuru Popcorn. So 4 game changers worked on the lots: Chrissy YT, Simprove, Dr. Ashley, and Ninster00. So Chrissy said she built lots and not a number. The other 3 said they built 3 lots. So that means 9 plus lots would be at least 11 lots. And I really hope there's a couple of empty lots, because I tend to use the empty lots. And historically, I've never wanted to bulldoze lots that were there, but if there are not very many lots, I might just have to. Anyway, so we know for sure there's 11 lots because of the 3 plus the minimum of 2, since it was a plural. And I would expect that it's going to be just this, given the recent worlds, is probably going to be in the 12 to at most 14 lots, but that's me guessing and speculating about that. And last but not least, you might have noticed there were some Sims that look like they might be Native American. So there is actually that element to this pack. Sacred Healing Circle. Indigenous people have always had a deep spiritual relationship with horses, says Stacy Parshall Jensen, the Sims friend and sensitivity reader who collaborated on the Sims 4 Horse Ranch. They're a symbol of power. They provide healing and represent freedom and bravery to our indigenous culture. Together with the Sims team, Stacy worked to co-create food, home items, and clothing that are represented in Horse Ranch reflecting elements of Native American culture. To celebrate the launch of this pack, the Sims team is making a donation to Sacred Healing Circle, a 100% Indigenous founded and led organization working to support Indigenous communities through preserving traditional methodologies and practices, including the Native American Horse Preservation and Research Program. This program helps to preserve the Native American horse as well as protects the traditional and historical knowledge surrounding the horse and Indigenous people in the Americas. So that is something that is with the pack. As already announced, it's releasing July 20th, 2023 across all platforms. And if you purchase the Horse Ranch expansion pack anytime from June 22nd to August 31st, you'll have access to their Rocking Rancher digital content, where you can help your Sims relax after a day at the ranch with a resonator guitar, wagon wheel art, and rustic rocking chair, all of which you can see in that screenshot there. And of course, he's drinking a glass of nectar. So I'm curious what you thought about the trailer and the blog post. Are you excited and you've already rushed out and done the pre-order? Or are you waiting for more information before you get it? Maybe you'll still get it at release, but you want more information. That's kind of like what I usually do. Or are you someone who's just going to wait till it goes on sale, or is this a pass for you? So that's going to be it for this video. Likes and comments are always appreciated and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!